Okay. St. Martin de Porres lived in Peru, and if you ever go there to visit, you'll see his tomb is very similar to Father Solanus around the corner here. But his father was a diplomat from Spain, and his mother was a black woman. And in that time in Latin America, up until the recent present, you could not marry anyone outside your caste. And the Spanish had 16 castes. And so his mother was a mulatto, which meant she had a Spanish parent and an African parent. And so mulattoes couldn't marry Spanish people because you needed your baptismal certificate to marry. And if you were not in the same caste, you couldn't marry. Just like we saw with the bus, you couldn't be with those people. And so his father said, we got to find a good job for you. He says, I want to help the poor. He says, no, you have good blood in you, and I can place you in high places. And he refused. So finally, his father said, what do you want to do? He says, I want to be a Dominican. So his father, who was high up, he was a viceroy. He went to the Dominicans in Lima and said, my son wants to be a Dominican. They said, he can't. We can't live under the same roof with him. He says he wants to be a Dominican, so make him a servant, because he wants to just pray and serve. And they said, not in our monastery. And so his father said, okay, you guys can get pretty hurt messing with me, because I will tax your monastery. And so they said, okay, and they put him underneath the stairway, where you kept the brooms. They said, since you'll be sweeping, you may as well sleep with the brooms. And so Martin began to sweep floors, and they realized his holiness, and then allowed him to have a modified habit of a brother. And that's why you see his statues with the broom. He came to sweep, he slept with the broom. I've been to Peru, you can't believe how small that. A number of you have like these rooms under your steps that might be a bathroom. That's what he slept in. And he began to work so many miracles that God allowed him bilocation. He could actually be seen working with the native people at the same time working at the monastery. So people would say, I just saw Martin working with the Indians. They said, no, he's over there sweeping. The person would see him sweeping. They said, but I just saw him down by the river. So he had the ability, through his love for people, to actually duplicate himself on his efforts. And so he's another one of our holy heroes, who is called illegitimate because his father and mother could never marry because they were not in the same racial caste.